Hey guys, welcome to Checkered Mates, first ever video. Let's get right into it. I'm Ivan P.
I'm Ed.
Croatia played Slovenia today. It was a friendly game. It was
very friendly. It was a very friendly game. It was, if you woke up pretty early in the morning, you might have gone back to sleep. Nothing happened for 45 minutes, but, it was nice to see some new faces out there. A lot of turnover this year from previous tournaments.
Yeah.
Old guard gone, new guard in.
Yeah, it was Croatia's first game of the year, so it was fun to see them back on the pitch. They tried out a new formation today, the 3-5-2.
Yeah, and what does that mean?
3 defenders in the back, and then we have 5 guys in the middle with 1 guy on the left going up and down defense and attack.
I guess that's
Another on the right.
Perisic was playing there.
Perisic was playing on the left. He was going defense and forward. And Juranovic was on the right side. It was a friendly game, but it was still kind of important because we needed 1 point to stay in pot 2 for World Cup, the World Cup draw.
Now, what does that mean for pot 2 for us here?
So being in pot 2 means that we're going to avoid playing against teams like Netherlands and Germany and Switzerland. We were really close in being in pot 3, which meant that we would have played a team from pot 1 and from pot 2. And teams in pot 1, those are teams like Brazil, Belgium, France, Argentina, England. So we definitely didn't want to be in a group with teams from pot 1 and pot 2.
Is that going to mean, like, is it pot 2 going to give us a better chance of staying out of the group of death, for example?
Pretty much.
Pretty much?
Pretty much.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so it's a good thing. So we got that point today. It was a 1-1 tie with Slovenia. Let's talk a little bit more about that match. First half.
Now, a lot of guys got a lot of minutes in here, and I think Dalic obviously really wanted this point.
Yeah.
Just get this settled with. Let's see what he does in 3 days after this. But really, hopefully in 3 days we don't see 60 minutes out of like our big 4 players. That was too much. I was worried about them out there. I thought Perisic played too long for this. If I'm going to be honest,
And Modric too. Modric played until
but the thing I got to say about Modric is though he does look like he's still 16 out there.
Yeah.
His motor is running like crazy. It doesn't look like he's slowing down like at all, pretty much. And I think he's going to play. Like I don't think this is going to be his last tournament. That's what he looks like out there for me.
That's true. He's playing like if he was 20.
Yeah. He looks fresh. He looks,
but he's 36, 37.
Yeah, still hasn't learned how to score.
But do we want him? Do we still want him to play for Croatia after the World Cup? That's a question. Or should we give somebody else a chance, like Kovacic and?
I mean, they were playing both of them at the same time today. Yeah. I thought that looked good.
Yeah.
I think you want to until you get somebody better up, and I don't know who really any of the young guns are right now that aren't playing.
Obviously,
prospects coming up, but
replacing Modric is going to be like impossible. I mean, he won the Golden Ball. He's one of the top, if not the best midfielder right now.
We're talking about an irreplaceable player.
He's irreplaceable, yeah. But do we still want him on the team after the World Cup?
I think I would say yeah. Well, I mean, why not? If he's willing to play, you keep him as long as he wants to. Yeah. He looks great. I think he could play till he has gray hair.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you got a lot of examples, a lot of athletes these days playing, into their 40s. So why can't Modric be one of these in the soccer pitch? I don't see why not, Well,
we got some good midfielders right now. We got Kovacic. We have Brozovic, who didn't play today because of injury.
Yeah, a couple players we didn't see that would have been nice to see. Brozovic for sure. Yeah. Would have liked to seen Borna Souza on the back end.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't get to see him either.
Yeah.
But speaking of the back end, real quick, got a couple guys that I haven't really got to see before.
Yeah.
In Guardiol and Pograncic. My bad. I'll let you just take that one for a bit while I work on my pronunciation here. But really like those two, like Guardiol, like what was it? Carr?
Chaletatsar, yeah.
Yeah, he was really impressing me. He had that long ball in the Kramaric goal. Yeah. That looked really sweet. Kramaric, also great. But just to talk about the back end, it's looking like it's in good hands,
Yeah.
Looks like Vita's still down to play, which is nice.
Vita's still down to play. Just that I'm in favor of giving the younger guys a chance now in defense, especially.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see he came in relief. So I was just like, that was like a happy reminder. Hey, don't worry, we got Vita too. You know, so. But
they did let in a goal last minute, from a corner, from a set piece. Is it because it was a header? It was a header goal, right? Slovenia scored.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, are we missing something? Are we missing the height in defense? Are we missing something in defense? Because there was another set piece or another corner where we were in trouble as well. So Croatia always had trouble with set pieces and corners and stuff. So I'm wondering how can they fix that issue? Is it a height issue? Is it a just defense issue or?
No, I don't know. I think it's also like last couple minutes in a friendly.
Yeah.
They've got the goal.
Yeah.
You know, they only need one point here. You know, they're kind of taking their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, there's no more Charlie. There's no more of those bigger guys.
Yeah.
I guess Charlie wasn't really that big though, was he?
He's pretty tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Bogdanovic doesn't look too small. You know, he looked pretty calm and cool back there.
Yeah.
I like what he's seen. You know, nobody was really
solid.
killing themselves on the back end either.
Yeah.
It got chippy for a bit, but
I want to talk about Krummeridge for a second there. He was on fire today.
He looked really good.
He really put a good performance today.
Yeah, he had a bit of a slow start there, but then when he started picking up speed, he got a lot of pace. He's covering a lot of pitch.
Yeah.
You know,
after that goal, he really woke up and he
was looking solid. You know,
I'm happy. I mean, we need Krummeridge.
He's got a lot of doubters out there right now. You know, I'm aware of that. You know, there's a lot of people out there. You know, talking shitting on his game a bit. You know, he's not the most consistent. But you know, it was nice to see him out there controlling the ball on their side of the field for sure. Enjoyed that.
Perisic, always a monster.
Perisic, always a monster.
Beast,
always a beast. But I don't know. Like, again, it's a friendly, but it just looks like he might be slowing down a bit. You know? In the second half, he looked like he was a bit slower.
Yeah.
You know, again, to be expected. I really thought 60 minutes was pushing the envelope a bit with how much these guys should be playing in a friendly, you know? Like, with everything involved, I just wish we had seen some of the younger guns a bit quicker. What was his name that was playing that they had Modric paired up with here? Is Budimir?
So Budimir was striker. So Modric, Jakic was replacing Brozovic.
No, but they had Budimir paired up with Krum.
By Budimir up with Krum.
In the two up front.
Two up front. Yeah.
So I'm just feeling like a guy like Budimir, who I don't know too well, you know. So y'all can hate all you want later, but I just felt like you're going to get 60 some odd minutes here. You don't really have the seniority on the team, and you're coming. I felt like I wanted to see a bit more, and I would have liked to seen Pasalic a lot earlier.
Yeah.
I would have preferred if Pasalic had started the game over Budimir and just given this kid a lot of rain, because this kid actually looks like he can score.
Yeah.
Like, I really like what I'm seeing out of him out of the highlight reels you can catch on YouTube, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got a real clean, takes the ball 1-2, wants it on net quick. Like, he is not messing around, you know. He's not trying to dribble himself out of play. He's like, everything redirects straight to net. Yeah, I just wish we saw a bit more of him, a bit less of Booty, and but you know, is what it is. Hopefully, we get to see a bit more on Tuesday.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm a fan of Budimir. I like him. I mean, he does some good stuff at. He's playing for Osasuna, I think, in the Spanish league, and he's had a slow season because of injuries, but I like him. He's kind of like the Mandzukic type of player. He's tall, he's lean, he.
See, if anybody's reminding me of Mandzukic a bit, it's going to be Pasalic. Like, I got to look into this Budimir guy a bit more, but even when he was on the field, I don't know, I just didn't seem to me like he had a one-track mind to score. Yeah. And I want to see that. I want to see a guy that just really wants nothing more than to put that ball in the net, you know, is really hungry to score. Yeah. I want strikers out there that want it to be them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you're a striker on this team and you walk by a mirror and you don't stop to look at yourself in the mirror for 10 minutes, you really feel yourself in that mirror, you know? Really check on how things are going.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't, like, I want a striker that stares at the mirror given 30 minutes a day. You know? Like, that's part of it. Like, that's really just, you know, in love with himself. That's what I want to see, you know?
So you think Pasalic could be
I don't know, but it just from what I've seen so far, he looks like he's really driven to score.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's crisp, it's clean. He's got the height, you know, could be a bit taller for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
There was a couple good long passes by Chaleta today. He did some pretty good
moving the ball well. Guardiel was also getting up the field really nice.
Also, getting up the field good. Some good long balls from the back. I was happy with with a couple of guys that came in the second half. Meyer.
Yeah, it was nice to see Meyer out there.
Meyer.
Yeah, Meyer was looking
which looks like a Modric double.
Yeah, it looks like I love it. Hey, emulate him. Get the hair going.
Yeah,
you know what? The one thing, if Modric does leave, there's no reason why we have to abandon that hairstyle.
Yeah,
I think we need to see. We got Bogdanovic is kind of keeping up the Rakitic hairstyle on the back end, so. if the future's looking bright, I like this mayor. Keep the hair, keep that little band he's got.
Yeah.
You know,
he's looking good. He's doing some great things in the French league, and I think he's going to be one of the big stars. I feel like
he might have that. You know, be nice to give Kovacic somebody nice to pair up with here. You know.
And Livaya came in as a striker.
He looked okay. Looked okay.
Looked good.
Looked like a plug and play. You know.
I'd rather have him instead of Budimir on there. For bigger games.
Yeah, I don't know if his pace. Like, I need to see more of him, you know. But it's hard to say whether the pace is there. He didn't look like necessarily the. You know what he kind of looked. He looked a little. You know, he looked a little bit like Eduardo out there a little bit.
Sometimes, I didn't think about that, but it could be,
a little Eduardo. But it's nice to see these new faces.
Yeah,
and most of them look a bit like upgrades on the guys that they're replacing. You know, so. Just giving you something similar and a bit more. Yeah. You know, I mean, if I have to trade Rocket in for Kovacic, it's not the worst. You know. Yeah. Right. You know, you're not really losing a tremendous amount. I think Rocket definitely looked like he would put more balls in the net than Kovacic. But again, you know, he struggled. He struggled at times to score. So and you got to love the way Kovacic handles the ball up and down the pitch. You know, it's great. Yeah. Really distributes it. He gets it out of your back end real nice and quick. He's a good player, you know.
What do you think of that Modric and Kovacic combo? Because a lot of people are saying that they're too similar players to be on the field.
You'd love to have it. Who knows where this team would have gone over the years if either one of those guys, especially Modric, if Modric could be scoring, you know, like if he was a goal scorer, if he gave you that, what was it, Ozil that used to. Yeah. Where was Ozil at? He's a German? Yeah. That was another great midfielder, but that guy scored. You know, that guy really put the ball in the net. And if Modric had that for the longest time, like...
Or Zidane somewhere.
Yeah, it would have been nice, you know, for sure. But, I don't know.
Well, Modric does what he does. Modric is perfect for, controlling the game, passing.
For sure. I mean, you saw that he had that outside foot attempt on that. It was a great feed. Great feed into the slot for him. But, it just is what it is. Would have... At this stage, you know what you get. You know, like this is a known commodity. You know, Modric isn't going to really score that much. If he gets one, it's a total bonus. But what he brings on the field, obviously, it's going to outweigh any of the negatives on not scoring. So he's great.
First half, 1-0. I was happy with the performance. It's a friendly game. We were dominating the first half of possession. I think we had 63% possession. Yeah. There wasn't too many big chances on both sides.
There was almost nothing for both.
Except for the goal.
10 minutes, you know.
Yeah. And but I was happy with the performance. It's a friendly game. I think they did what they had to do. They tried out a new formation. What do you think of the formation? Should they stick to 3-5-2 or should they go back to 4-4-2? I'm so used to seeing the 4-4-2 that it was kind of strange to see the 3-5-2. But
obviously no expert on this, but I would say that... They say that the 3-5-2 is supposed to give us more offense. Yeah. It's supposed to keep us a bit more up there. Then, this is a team that's always been starved for goals. So whatever is going to give us more offense. I think you got I think the guys that you got on the back end, we got a strong midfielder that can cover so much ground. So it's like if we have to put our formation in place, it's just going to naturally give us more attempts at net, whatever, then do it. You know, we got guys that can get back. Modric has still got the pace. Kovacic's got the pace. These guys can cover field. Yeah. You know. We got these guys. Guardiola looks fast. Checkered looks fast. Yeah. You know. So.
I'm just afraid that like Perisic is going to play on the left. He's going to be doing double duty, so we won't be seeing a player like Sosa that could come in and just destroy. I mean, I'm a huge Sosa fan. I think he's a star, and I would love to see him paired up with Perisic on the left. See what kind of damage they could do.
Yeah, it's strange that we didn't see him at all. Yeah. I just don't understand. Like, even, and I don't know how many changes we get in a friendly, but it seemed like they were unlimited.
Yeah, and 6 or 7 changes.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I don't see why we couldn't have fit him in there. Get him out there a bit. Again, let's wait till we see Tuesday, because these are, essentially probably 2 games, that you would look at it as these 2 friendlies. Your coach, you could kind of just mess around with them now that you got your point, especially. So who knows? Get a lot of guys some time. So we'll see. But I'd like to see him out there. It was nice seeing Orsic, though. Oh, man, when Orsic came in,
he really makes an impact. He's quick.
Looks like he's got a ton of pace. Really looks like Perisic. He's going to be in many ways.
If Perisic leaves after the World Cup,
you're in good hands on the left side.
He's good.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen a bit more Yeah, I just would have seen more minutes out of Meyer, you know.
Yeah.
Would have been nice. More minutes out of Pasalic would have been nice.
Yeah, I don't understand why they waited until, I think, the 70th minute to make
those changes. Yeah, risking it. Like,
I mean, there's no need for Modric to play.
No, there's way too much time for Modric in a friendly in Qatar testing a field.
Yeah,
you know, throw your
I mean, we still needed that point to stay in pot 1, but still,
who are we playing Tuesday? Who do you got coming up?
Playing Bulgaria.
I mean, you got to think that if you didn't get the point against Slovenia, you're going to get it against Bulgaria, right? Yeah. You know, so again, you know, whatever. I mean, so long as we don't see another 60 minutes out of these guys on Tuesday, I'm fine with it. You know, obviously they should keep playing a bit, but I just don't. I don't see the need for them to start. You know, I don't see the need for them to play. It's definitely nothing more than a half. Yeah. You know, like what you're going to risk. These guys are past 30.
Yeah. You know, a lot of guys,
Well,
Modric,
I mean,
Perisic.
Perisic, you know.
Orsic is, I think he's 29 or 30 or something like that.
Looks young.
He looks really young, but I want to see him. Yeah, he's going to be a good. He's going to be a good player after Perisic leaves. I think at least for 1 or 2 years. 2 years for the next Euro, I guess. But overall, good game.
Yeah. Oh, wait, one more guy. What would you think of Vlasic? We didn't really mention him.
Vlasic came in. You know, he was okay. I thought he was okay. He's struggling a little bit right now in West Ham. He's not getting playing time. He's not getting opportunities right now, but today he looked okay. He looked good.
All right, well, I think that covers game 1, or podcast 1, game whatever, not sure.
Yeah, I was happy with the first game. They did what they had to do.
Yep. Testing that field out in Qatar.
What do you want to see?
Testing that start time. It's going to be really sweet. If you're on the East Coast, North America, come Qatar. It's going to be super cold outside. That's going to be the World Cup. Your games are going to be on at 6 a.m.
Yeah, that's going to be strange.
Super exciting. Yeah,
World Cup
great time for a game.
But so what do you want to see for the friendly against Bulgaria?
I want to see more Vita. I want to see those glowing locks on the field. I want to see him take over for Fabio, start selling I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. So you could easily transition into that, you know? He should be on the cover of these romance novels. Yeah. And what would I want to see? I want to see a start out of Pasalic. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get it. You know, it just doesn't look like it. I think you can do whatever you want with that lineup, though, that day. And I would like to see a lot of playing time out of him. I would have loved to have seen him get more touches. I just, I was thinking to myself, here's Budimir. He's getting a lot of these touches in the first half. I mean, it's not a ton, but it's enough that I just really would have preferred to see what Pasa would have done with those balls. Yeah. Personally, I think he had one solid attempt at net. You saw how clean and quick it is. Like, he doesn't fool around with the ball. It got blocked, unfortunately, but I mean, I would like to see what this kid does. There's a couple crosses, for example, we had in the first half that he wasn't even out there for. These situations, you want to see the kid go. Yeah. So I would just like to see more from him. He looks like a goal scorer to me, a real, your quintessential, more stereotypical, tall, kind of in there. He's clean, he's fast. Yeah.
I want to see him go back to the 4-4-2 lineup. I want to see Sosa on the left. I want to have him play with Perisic. I want to see how they play together. I mean, they played together against Russia in qualifying, but I want to see him, form this relationship together because I think they could do some really good damage. So I want to see Sosa on the left.
At the expense of who? Who do you want to see Sosa in for?
You know? Well, I want them to go back to the 4-4-2.
The 4-4-2?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And so Sosa on the left, Juranovic on the right, which is great. And I want to see, instead of Budimir, I want to see Livaya. I want to see what he could do as a starter. I want to see Meyer.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of Meyer for sure.
Pasalic for sure. Orsic as well. So if Perisic wants to have a break, I want to see what Orsic can do.
Yeah, I could easily see. I would like. More importantly, who do I not want to see? I don't want to see Perisic on Tuesday. I think he could just take the whole day off. I love him. He's one of my favorite players. Don't get me wrong. He's obviously the number one choice for us on the left side for the tourney. All that stuff, but Jesus, let's just give those legs a break.
Give him a break. Give Modric a break.
Obviously, give Modric a break. Let's take him off. Have Meyer play a bit more.
We need these guys for the World Cup. We need them healthy.
I think Kovacic is nice and young still. He can handle. He can handle the load. It'd be good to see what he can do with that workload too. Yeah. And be like, here, give him the reins for the team. Yeah. That'd be nice. Other than that, just give the vets a break. Yeah.
Yeah.
rest them up a bit more. You know, let's not make them play too many. Too many matches this year.
No, that's it. Plus, we have the Nations League coming up in the summer. We got I think there's 4 games in the summer. So France, Denmark, and who else is in the group?
No idea, but we'll be covering that.
We'll be covering that.
Yeah. Just wait.
So that's it for this episode.
Cheers,
guys! Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We have Twitter. We have Facebook, and don't forget.
They'll be put. It's gonna be here.
Is it gonna be there?
I
haven't decided yet. It could be at the bottom.
It's gonna have to figure that out. I want you to follow these fingers.
Oh, you want to put it?
You might not be able to do it. So
I might put it at the bottom. Though.
Could be here. Where's the bell? Everybody's always pointing down.
Yeah, it's usually down.
It's down.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button. We have a lot of videos coming up.
We'll have some articles covering the next game, and we'll have some more.
Check out checkeredmates.com. We have an article up today, which is top 10 Croatian national teams goals of all time. Check it out.
Perfect.
And so that's it. So guys, don't forget to what?
Watch the next episode. It's coming up. All right. Cheers. Thanks so much.
Ciao, guys.